Good morning, guys. How are you doing? I hope you can hear me. Is the sound nice and clear? Nice. Hi. All right. So, I'm just going to quickly sort everything out. So, this goes here. Let's do this. Good morning. All my friends are here today. So, I'm short ETH just to start off the day, just to let you guys know. I'm short ETH. Opened this today. I'm targeting $1,500 on ETH. Simple trade. Market maker, sell model. We are going towards the sell side. Looks clean. I think it's gonna reach its target. So if you hold ETH like me, I would say just hedge yourself. I'm not selling my ETH. I think I'll just keep it. But yeah, it's fun to just play around. So yeah, hope the sound is good. All right, this one is working. Yeah, it looks dire. It looks very bad. So yeah, I'm a bit worried about ETH. All right, so let me just quickly do something small. I'll just start off with the analysis. Just give me 1 second. I'm just logging into my accounts so that I'm ready. All right, log in. That's fine. All right, let's bring you guys back up. Scalping what? Ethereum? I'm not scalping Ethereum. Come on, man. All right, so NAS is going where we wanted it to go. Yesterday was a beautiful day. I started off the day on the mentorship call in the morning with 2 back-to-back losers, stupid trades, and then I realized whenever I've had a 20-hour month, I've started the day the next following month with losers. It has never been I've had a good month and the next month start has been good as well. But yeah, that's part and parcel. But we started off with 2 losers during the mentorship call, and then we basically came back and ended the day at around 7.1 hour overall. So crazy day yesterday. The bias did not play out in the morning, but when it played out, it just played out like magic. So it was beautiful to see. I entered the trade based off SMTs which were forming on the highs, as you can see over here. So if you go to the 15-minute chart, right, previous day high over here, not taken, but others were taking it. So others were being nice to us. So YM, right, YM took previous day high, others could not. I just went short after the 15-minute change in state of delivery, and it was good. It was nice trade in the New York session. And then before that also I had this run up. I took a scalp over here, I took a scalp over here. So even at the opening bell I took a scalp very early on. So when the markets opened right over here, once we had a change in state of delivery right over here, I took a scalp as well. That was a bigger scalp. So overall the day ended well. There were multiple opportunities yesterday. Sweep of this high, 9 a.m. high, lack of displacement higher. Once the market is able to trade, so the other setup that I want to talk about is this one. This order block turned into breaker block, could enter it straight away, aim for 2 hour, delivered. You had so many opportunities. You could have even made this higher risk to reward by just placing your stops here. And it was a clear draw on liquidity of these lows. There were equal lows left over here, relatively equal lows. So these would be swept. It had to go there. And then Asia was also simple, because when you have left those equal lows, you did not sweep them properly, Asia would go towards them. So it was a clear day yesterday. Today is going to be fun, because you cannot say whether this market's going to bounce or not now. Why? Even though we are trading inside of this bigger new week opening gap, we are going towards it, right? You can't say that it's going to bounce from there. You just need to see a reaction first. Now, it's going to be a wait and watch session, I think. It's going to be like, okay, what does the market want to do? Do we go towards previous week low first, sweep it, or we show some sort of a bounce here and go back inside some sort of Asian range? So it's going to be a tough session, in my opinion, at least on Nasdaq. Asia has expanded quite, aggressively, and so is London. So London is aggressively expanding as well. It's going to be wait and watch. I want to see the market basically come back inside of this range over here. Show me once it comes into this fair value gap, this order block, how do you react in this area? Because this is the order block responsible for the sweep of all this liquidity and the trading between, once we went inside of this new week opening gap, how did we took this liquidity out, took this liquidity out. So I want to see what really happens once we reach there. Maybe I'll take a long to that place, but I cannot promise. Now, that is me blabbering. Any questions? Oh, by the way, music is good. Not too loud, not too low. Aim is that you should not hear me breathing. Because this mask, even though it hides my identity, it does not hide my breathing. It still tells you I am a human being. I breathe. So let me know if that is a problem. Okay, good. Overall, let's just go through some of the charts that we are on. So I think, as I said initially, I went short over here. I announced it live, not on YouTube, but on multiple places that I am going short. And luckily for me, this is market just dumped straight after that. So good short, when I entered it, I did not see anything. I'll be very honest. Like, it was not like I found an entry and I entered. It was more or less, I woke up, I saw where yesterday closed, and that triggered my short position, which I've been talking about for a while, where I will short this market. Like, I've been saying this from, I think, the last 3 weeks now, or 2 weeks, whatever, from this area onwards, that if we close under this low, I will go short. And the moment we closed under that low, I went short. Luckily got a similar entry to yesterday's close, so that is good. Do I expect a straight rush down? Yes. Do I expect this to at least reach 2886 very quickly? Yes. If we can displace below this low, I do not think it will take more than a couple of days to reach here. So that is what I am looking for. And if anything goes in our favor, that's good. If not, that's fine. And Bitcoin, now we are breaking out of this consolidation, right? I'm concerned, but for some reason I'm not so concerned, because until we are basically trading, I would say, above this order block right over here, right above this area, until we are above this area, I'm quite okay with Bitcoin doing whatever it wants. This is the area of importance for me, 97k, 94k area. If you look at the weekly chart, there's a fair value gap over here, which has nicely supported price a couple of times. So till the time we are trading above that, I'm quite okay. Even if we go below that, I'll be like, okay, let's see what we want to do. Overall on Bitcoin, I'm not bearish yet. I just want to give it more time. Bitcoin, I want to give it more time. Looking at gold, let's see where we are in the markets. Let's get rid of some of the stuff. There's a lot of things on gold which are just lying here. Yeah. We have swept the Asia low. We have left the previous day low. Oh. Okay. So gold might want to come lower to sweep this. Let's see. I don't see an entry yet, because I can't long this. With us leaving previous day low like this, Asia low liquidity sweep is not something that attracts me. It could run higher from here straight away, but I would have loved it to sweep previous day low and do that. So I'm not going to try and long this as of now. So most likely today is going to be a bit slower than normal. We need to see certain reactions to happen before we can jump into trades. I'll be very honest. Instead on gold, I might try a short. So Q1 high is swept, right? I want to see how we react here. So if we are able to get rejected here, I might take a short. Questions, guys, keep putting questions so that we can look at them and we can answer them. We can discuss them. That's the main purpose of these streams. If I wanted to trade alone, I could trade just, with myself. I don't have to do anything. So questions. Now let me try this banner thing. I like this StreamYard thing. It lets you do so many things that, when I was trying to use OBS, it was such a pain. Okay. So let's try this. How does it scroll? Hey, come on, show. Yeah, nice. Can I change the color? Can I change color of this shit? No, I can't. Nice, I let it stay there for a bit. Comments. Okay, what is the indicator you use? So this is called ICT. You don't really need it. I'll be very honest with you. You can just mark these lines. There are about 10 lines in total that you need to mark every day. But if you really want to, it's called ICT kill zone and pivots. These are the settings for it. So these are the settings. Take a screenshot if you want to quickly. I'll give you a couple of seconds. Your time is about to be up, bro. Crypto Serenity, your time is done. So take the screenshot here and then one screenshot over here for true day open and 7:30 open, like 7:30 to 7:31 and 12 to 1, that's fine. So yeah, overall I think, yeah. Any other questions, guys? Bring in the questions so that we are able to answer them. Like yesterday was a great example, yesterday was a great example on how you should be trading, like what your brain should be programmed to do when you're trading. Like after having two losers, like I think a lot of people will give up and they'll be like, oh shit, I'm gonna, they'll end up blowing their accounts. They'll end up making mistakes that they should not be making. And to come back from that and to be able to turn that day green and then to be able to turn that gray heavy green, it's all about remembering what you want to trade. Like, why are you trading? Like, where is it? I'm just sharing that, right? So can I add this like another screen? Oh no, if I do that, I'll stop sharing screen. I'll show it to you guys later then. It's just that remembering what you're trading for and how you want to trade is very, very crucial. Taking that right amount of risk every time, making sure that you're managing your risk. Because I did not overexpose myself, I had enough money to take another opportunity. So if I'm able to do that, then it just gives me more chances to be right. And yesterday that happened, right? Down 1.52 hour in the morning, straight away, whatever trade I took, it just didn't go in my favor. I did not wait for displacement. I made mistakes. I accept it. But once it clicked, and then once I got the direction, I was able to turn the whole day around into a positive day. Now that is what is the difference between people who just gamble and people who are just making money. Consistency, exactly. Did you watch that video, Crypto Serenity? Did you watch the video that I posted yesterday? Let me just put this screen where the comments are coming right on top. Oh, it's not here. 1 second. Pin me. Hey, come on, not pine me. Pin me. Yeah. Yes, it's a lovely video, isn't it? It just gives you disable topmost. Yeah, it is enabled now. No, it's not. You should watch all these videos because it's very simple, right? If you watch them, it's not like you're paying anything for them. They're for free. And I don't want to create content for the sake of creating content. I want to create content for the traders. I just don't like not giving anything valuable. It's more about giving things which are valuable to people which will help them get better at what they do. So they're small things, they're like 4 minutes of your life, but if you watch them and you basically start understanding why I'm doing what I'm doing, it will all start making sense. So I'm liking this price action. I just want to wait and see whether we get some sort of displacement lower. So we have inverted that 5-minute fair value gap. I'm just trying to see if we get an opportunity. It's just this equal highs that are left behind. So I just want to wait and see. Like there's not much below, if I'm being honest, there's not too much room left on downside. That's continuous sell-off, man. Like let's see what happened from here. So back to back fair value gaps. We have reached the target of that, but previous week low is right over here. That's the liquidity that it might be going for. So that will give us around 70-80 points. So yeah, that might be a good opportunity. Let's see. I mean, the best trade would be if this price wants to go back here and then come down, but let's see. I'm just gonna wait. Previous week low before and gap. Yeah, exactly. I think previous week low is what it's aiming for right now. It's just that whether it will go straight away or it will go first higher and then go lower. So you just want to see, because I don't like these equal highs left over here. This is not what I'm liking. So yeah. So I just want to wait and see what happens here. I mean, previous week low is still down here, 26,698. So let me just extend it forward so that we can see it. I extended it way too much. I might take a trade here. It's a bit risky, but it will be, stops will be above this, like right over here. And I'll target maybe 3 hours, just that's it. So this will be the trade. Just waiting for a closure below. So let's see. Just give it 2 more minutes and see what happens. Well, like 1 more minute. Like there's a good move left. Like even if you don't want to take these highs as a stop loss, you can take these as a stop loss, which I will do. I will take that as a stop loss and aim for 3R. I think that makes more sense, but I'll wait for 1 more minute before entering. So 25 seconds to go. Are you serious? You just want to run the last 20 seconds? Ridiculous, isn't it? Okay, I'm in. I'm gonna enter now. Yeah, I'm into this trade half risk. It's not full risk because obviously we have left equal highs up top. So I've put my stops right over here. If we go there, I think we'll sweep the equal highs as well. So I'm just putting the stops there and aiming for 3R, nothing more, nothing less. You can aim for 2R as well on this one. So on 2R, I'll just go aggressive if we reach there. Otherwise, this is my trade. So as of now, it looks like previous week low is something that the market might be pulling towards. It's just the point whether it sweeps this liquidity first and then goes lower. If that is what happens, that it is what happens. You know, you take a loser, that's fine. But if it goes lower from here and then sweeps all this liquidity, goes into the gap and then uses this as a draw on liquidity later on, that might be a better opportunity for us to long from the bottom then. So, but yeah, just wait and watch. Let's see. Right now the setup is basically all this one. So this is the order block I'm playing with on the 2 minute, and I'm basically saying, okay, this is the order block that has swept this liquidity, that has gone to this liquidity, could not sweep it properly, or maybe it did. No, it did not sweep it at all, but it swept this liquidity and then the market has turned it into a breaker block and with liquidity down below, which we can refer to. So yeah, you're just trying to play what the market is currently offering. Half risk position, as I said. Don't go full risk. We have inverted the bullish fair value gap that was created and left a bearish fair value gap on the way down. So right over here. So there is a balanced price range right in here, small one. So you have good, areas from where this market can do what it wants to do, and you just need to let it do now. You just need to let it play and see what it wants to do, and just chill, relax. So let's see what happens. Let's give it some time. All right, questions, anyone? So this is very, very crucial right now, because even though the 2 minute has turned that into an order block, this 5 minute change in state of delivery has not yet occurred. So looking at that, it gives me some feelings that, hey, why is it bouncing over here? So you want a change in state of delivery on this 5 minute in the next 1 minute to occur. That will give me more confirmation that this trade might be safe. If that doesn't occur, that will scare me a bit. And then I would like to see what happens. But that's fine. We play as the market offers us, and at this point of time, this is what the market is offering us. So we play what we get. So 30 seconds. If it is able to give a change in state, yes, I am. Yes, I am in a trade. So let me just put it out here. So I'm in a short right now. I am already in a trade. I'm not waiting for anything. So I'm in a trade based off this 2 minute order block turned into breaker block. All I was saying is that if the 5 minutes can be nicer to us and do a change in state of delivery, which it is trying to do, 4 seconds to go, that will give me more confidence. And it's a feeler position, guys. Remember, this is a half risk position. This is not a full risk position, because the market is currently already expanded enough. So you just want to be not in too much of a risk. So yeah, just manage your risk. Just manage your position, because this can bounce from anywhere, right? So you basically want to just make sure that you are not overexposed to the market. Now, with the change in state of delivery confirmed, this gives me a little bit more confidence on where this market might want to go. But yeah, let's see. Let's give it some time. Let's give it time to play out, and we'll make a decision on what the market offers us. So the pre-market is also open. Now what I want to see is a displacement candle below this low. If we can get a displacement candle below this low, we can start thinking that, hey, Now this is not really a confirmed low, right? If you get displacement, now we are going to try and create a new low. So you want a displacement below this low now. Wait for it, let's see what happens, and if we get a displacement, I'll be aggressive with my stops and I'll start moving my stops quickly as I normally do, and you guys know. But let's see. It's a matter of one displacement candle lower and we can be break even and take some profits off. Oh no, not good candle. This is not great candle. You cannot close like that. If it closes like that, that will be very, very bad looking candle. You don't want to see this sort of candles once you have swept liquidity. You just don't want to see that. Right? You want to basically see displacement at the sweep of liquidity. Because if you're seeing displacement at the sweep of liquidity, it is confirming to you that, yes, this is the direction I want to go in. But once you sweep liquidity, if you see candles which are showing you lack of strength, lack of displacement, it just tells you that, hey, you might not be in the right move that you were thinking you are. You might be in the wrong move. So yeah, I want to see displacement, and that's my style of trading. I always want to see displacement below lows to confirm my thesis. If I don't see displacement below those lows, that basically gives me jitters. That's the right word, I guess. It makes me feel uncomfortable because I don't want to be uncomfortable. It's not like I'm going to close my trade. It's more like, it's not a good feeling. I don't like that feeling. I like to be confident about what trade I'm taking. I like to be confident about, okay, if I'm in this move is showing me that, yes, I was right from the beginning. Yes, it can consolidate a little, but once it goes below a low, I want it to show a quick displacement. After 2 loss yesterday morning, what did you do to reset your mind, body to take another trade? Nothing. I just journaled my trades. And when I journaled my trades, it was quite clear to me what mistakes I was making. It was nothing. I was just like, I did not wait for displacement, Jackie. That's the only thing the mistake I made yesterday. There was no other mistake. My thesis was correct. My bias was correct. I was looking at the market in the right manner. People would have been bullish with the gap up open. I was being bearish with the gap up open. I was basically thinking in the right way. Everything looked right to me. The only thing that was wrong is that I entered early and there was no displacement. It was very similar price action, right, yesterday. If you remember, equal highs up top and all this was happening. So the only mistake I made was that. I don't think I made any other mistake. The 5-minute candle doesn't look good. So it happens, right? It's part and parcel of trading. You basically get some days which are very, very good and you're able to make good money on them. And some days you start off bad, but it's more about how do you recover? Like, do you know what you have to do to recover? And I just didn't change my bias. I stuck to my bias that, hey, I am bearish, but when I got a bullish opportunity, I took the bullish opportunity. And when later in the day when I got the bearish opportunity, I took the bearish opportunity twice after New York AM Open. So yeah. So I'm not liking this price action below the lows. So I'll let it play out for a bit and see how we react in all these fair value gaps that we have created. But as of now, I'm not really liking how we are reacting below this low. I wanted to see some sort of displacement below. So this is the low that was there before. So yeah, I'm not going to move my stops yet. I think the stops are in a very, very good place. If it stops me out, that's fine. That's minus 0.5 R. And I accept that risk, that, hey, I am taking that risk to be in the trade. How low do you think? I'm targeting $1,500 crypto serenity. I mean, I don't care about ETH or BTC or any other cryptocurrency in my... you all know that. I just don't care about them. For me, it's a setup. The setup appeared. I like the setup in regards of short position, and it's just a hedge against my long-term positions. So, as you know, I'm invested in ETH, not like other crypto traders. But yeah, I have some exposure to ETH, and I just want to hedge my position, and it appeared that okay, it wants to go lower, so I was like, okay, let's open a hedge. Yeah, 50, it's a measured move. There's nothing magical about it. If you will see this, it's a measured move of the fair value gaps that we have seen. These two fair value gaps, the measured move, oh shit, done that. The measured move is putting us at around 450%, is at around 1500. And that will also mean the end of the buy side of the curve, and sell side of the curve is ending over here. So it could even go to $1,400, $1,390. I'll not be surprised. But yeah, and I could be completely wrong. I'm not saying it is gonna go, you know, I know everything. No, I'm not saying that. I could be completely wrong. This is a hedge against my long-term position, so I do not care what happens. That's how you trade, right? You basically, if you are in a long position, long term, you need to hedge it. If you are not hedging it, you are just gambling. So yeah. So let's see if we get some sort of displacement or not. Honestly, I'm not liking it. I think it's gonna go higher before coming lower. But we let it run. We let it do its thing. It could literally just dump in one candle also. Like we are looking at the 5 minute, I'm seeing that we are literally playing around with the lower bounds of the Bollinger Band. So if we get one aggressive move down, trust me, it could just sell off. And what are we aiming for? 2.7, yeah, that's fine. So let's just wait and watch what it wants to do. Any questions, guys? Anything you want to ask? Anything you want to talk about? Bring in the questions. If you'll bring in the questions, then the stream becomes more useful to you. You're kind of picking my brain. If you're not asking questions, then you're not picking my brain. Then you're not asking me, you're not taking full advantage of my time. Like, I just want to offer the best. I don't want it to be like other YouTube channel where I'm doing hey ho and just blabbering about stuff. I want it to be smart so that people understand what they're doing. Well, there is, yes, it's kind of compressing. I can see that. I can see the 5 minutes starting to come closer, but I'll not say they are becoming narrower yet. After this big move down, obviously, like any type of consolidation which will lead them to become a bit narrower. But yeah. Yeah, not liking how we are reacting. I think we are going to go to these highs. Yes, I trade prop firms, yes. It's a whole process. I don't straight away get my bias. I see what sort of liquidity has been left and where is it left. Is it below us? Is it above us? It's more about trying to see where my daily lies, where I want the market to expand towards on the daily chart, and then try to see where we are in the London session, and then just apply different thesis to kind of get to that place where, okay, this is what I want to see, this is where we are, this is how this market will reach where I want it to go. And based on the time I'm trading, I just think of it, okay, if I'm in London, I want to do this. If I'm in New York, I want to do this. So yeah, it's just different scenarios. So we are getting into that 5 minute fair value gap. I'm still looking at the market to see what we get over here. So this is gonna be the point of decision for this trade. Otherwise it will be a minus 0.5 hour, just FYI. So this is an important area. Like this fair value gap is crucial. We are now basically in the, if you see this small range, this impulse move down, right? we are in the premium of this range. So if we are to get rejected, it should be from this area or this fair value gap. So keep an eye. Let's see what happens here. If the market doesn't respect this, we get stopped out, that's fine. We'll look for another opportunity, but it will be a short opportunity. I think previous week low is the draw on liquidity right now. Bias building, Cuisinier, bias building is a skill in itself. It requires you to keep looking at what market is doing, what the market will do when certain things happen. It takes time to master it, but once you master it, it makes your trading very, very good, because you're then, even if you get a couple of trades wrong, you know that once you get the big one, once you get it right, it's going to be the big one. Because normally people can get a couple of trades wrong, and bias building is that. Bias building basically gives you an opportunity to be correct big. Because if you're able to time that, let's say the top of the market or the bottom of the day or the top of the day, you catch like 6 hours, 7 hours in simple trades if you're trading properly and you have a good entry model. So honestly, I'm not liking this price action, but I let the stops do what they are built to do, what they were invented to do, to stop me out. But yeah, it's not, as I said, if you are not able to displace below a low, it's more or less like you're going to it's going to go above and take the other side of the liquidity. And that's what it is doing right now. So let's look at gold, what gold is trying to do. Yeah, gold looks good. NAS will be most likely stopped out. Yeah, come on guys, keep asking questions so that people will learn. If you have one question, trust me, it is good for all the listeners that are there. They will learn something new. They will learn something that is not, they might not know yet. So yeah. So let's see what happens here. So let's see whether it really is like I'm liking this. I think we're in a very good place again to get rejected and maybe create a new low. We'll need to see though. Obviously it can stop us out before going lower, but let's see. It's gonna turn back, hopefully. You're too optimistic. Jim says, when doing a 5-minute orb, do you enter the trade at 4 minutes after? When I'm doing a 5-minute orb, I use 1 minute to enter. Like, I don't enter on 5 minutes. I don't enter on a 5-minute candle. So if I'm doing a 5-minute entry model, the execution will be 1 minute time frame. Yeah, most likely this will be stopped. So yeah, let it be. Doesn't matter. I think I'll let it be. Let it stop me out and then take a position from there. Questions, guys? Not yet stopped. It's just playing around with my stop loss right now. And I'm stopped out, so I'm out of that trade. Minus 0.5 hour for now. Let's see if we get anything else. So this is out of the window. Yeah, same, stopped out. I'll just wait for it to, how many trades on average could you take per session? Depends. Like this was 0.5 hours, so I can take 4 trades like this. And all I need is one winner, but if I sweep this high and do the same thing again, most likely I'm entering full risk. So 2 full risk trades and 4 half risk trades. It's basically I just don't want to lose overall 2.5 hour, more than 2 hour, 2.5 hour max. Because if you're trading prop firms, you just need to make sure that you are not overexposing yourself to the market. And even if you need to be exposed, but in the right manner, so that you can take advantage across the board. So that's the only game that you try to play, nothing else. Would you rather look for a long now? Why? No. Why would I look for a long now? Like, what happened to change my bias completely? Nothing like that has happened to tell me that, hey, you should just look for a long now. We haven't achieved anything. We haven't reached the 450%. We haven't swept the previous week low. We haven't gone into the new week opening gap, which is just below. Nothing signals to me that it is reversal. We haven't even made a new high. To hell with everything else. It could just be our stops were wrong. If we would have placed our stops here, maybe it would have come down, just come here and then it got rejected. It could be just the stops were wrong. So these are all part and parcel of trading, it happens. Everyone will have, mistakes are made. Because that's what trading is about, mistakes. People make mistakes because they're trying to trade, they're trying to take risk on. Sometimes they manage to get winners, sometimes they don't. It's okay. And it's just 0.5 hour. Who cares? Like, it's literally, if you click the buy button, you're saying blow my account. Like, why would you do that? It just doesn't make sense, bro. Sorry, I'm just gone on a rant. It's like, for me, it's like when somebody asks me that sort of a question, I'm like, dude, why? What are you thinking? Like, let it do. Maybe we'll buy, maybe we'll go long, but let it at least do something, no? Maybe leave these fair value gaps, test this fair value gap, and then show me that, okay, I want to go higher. Maybe. But all those things need to happen before I click that button. You should ask stupid questions. Because sometimes for you, this might be like, you'll be like, okay, I've asked a stupid question. But for others, this might be the question that they are trying to find an answer for. Not everyone will ask questions because they are scared to ask questions. Trust me, I'm telling you, a lot of people are just scared to ask any questions. So this is looking now like it wants to. The last candle looks very, very bad for the bulls, but the opening of this candle looks good. So let's see how we react in this area. Keep an eye. So I want to see some sort of reaction here for this market to kind of either invert this fair value gap or give us a signal that it wants to go higher. Because it has now left 2 back-to-back fair value gaps, but the last 5-minute candle was not that great. So you just want to see what the market wants to do. Give it time, it will play out. So 200, 250% is exactly this high. So this is fun to see. All right. So just want to see what sort of reaction we get. I think I'll still look for shorts, but once we have swept this high, until we sweep that high, there's no trade for me now. So you just wait. This is the type of day where you just like, okay, show me your hand, market. Let me see what you really want to do. I don't think we'll get an opportunity. So just to let you know, before, if I'm not to trade, I mean, if we don't get a trade in another 15 minutes or so, what I'll be looking for is a sweep of this high and then a rejection lower for a short into the previous week low. If we start inverting these two fair value gaps with power and we get an opportunity maybe on the 2-minute time frame, maybe try to find an entry there. But it will be short. I am still not convinced about longs, so yeah, maybe my bias is wrong right now, but I'm not convinced at all about longs. In my opinion, this market should go lower first, then higher. Any questions? Any questions, guys? Come on, throw some questions to me. Hello, Prada. What's up? So let's look what's going on 1 minute. So 1 minute, that's an aggressive candle. Wait and watch time for Nasdaq. All right. Nothing to see on NAS, I'll say. You just let it play, let it do its thing. Hopefully it offers us something. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Then we basically relax, I say. Nothing else to do. I don't see anything as such. When and how did you start your trading journey? And that's a good question. I started in crypto, obviously, like everyone else, mostly. Made a lot of losses and then realized that I need to learn. So it was around 7 years back. And then after a while, I just realized that crypto is not something for me. I just can't trade crypto because it just is too manipulated. I just don't know what it wants to do. And it just wants to kill people. That's all crypto wants to do. So once I realized that, then I started moving away from crypto and into other assets. And the other asset was basically Nasdaq. And I started getting more and more comfortable with the price action on Nasdaq and started understanding how Nasdaq really plays. It just makes my life made my life easier. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it's taken me a long time to kind of get the education I wanted, understand everything the way I wanted it to. I wanted to understand it and to reach a point where I'm comfortable with the way I'm trading. So it does take a long time. I'll be very honest. And it's very difficult. It's a difficult path. It's a lonely path, and you have to make your mistake. The only thing others can help you is tell them their story, and hope that you don't make the same mistakes that they did. But most of the times, you'll make the same mistakes they did. So it's a journey. Everyone does their own thing. They make their own mistakes. They burn themselves. But then comes a point which is a click, and when the click happens, you basically are excited. You want to see what, it just happens. There's that one point where you're like, oh, this is what I was doing wrong, and that one point changes everything. All right, I'll call it a day for now, guys. And as I said, if we sweep this high and we come back below, that will be a good trade to have. You can take a short from there. Otherwise, from here, if we start rejecting, I would say a displacement below 50% still would be a good trade to take. So if we displace below the 50% mark quickly, that will be a good trade to take as well. So keep your eyes on both sides. Keep your eyes on how we react on the highs and how we react below that area. And you can basically trade both the setups. I think both the setups are fine. Both the setups are good. So keep your eyes on that and just make sure you are trading in the right manner. So yeah, we are sweeping. So let's give it 2 more minutes. Let's give it 2-3 more minutes to see what happens here. Okay, so now we have swept those equal highs. Alright, I'll basically till we are waiting, so this will be some sort of a trade I'll be looking at. So previous week low, 2.5 hour. So closure below this candle, stops above this, and going for a 2.5 hour. So that is something that I'll be looking at. So if you guys find this trade later on in the day, take it. It will be, I think it's a good trade. But yeah, I'll need to wait for that, and I'll see how it goes. I've got my funded next setup, but haven't traded it yet. Maybe to do afternoon session with you. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Cool, guys. I'll call it a day. I've given you the setup. If this happens, take the trade. It looks good. It looks fun. But yeah. So ending the stream on minus 0.5 hour, that's completely fine. Acceptable. That normal. It happens. And yeah, but I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.